All right, what's going on? Hey, happy Thursday. What's going on, you guys? Come on in real quick on Periscope and Facebook. What's happening? Yeah, my computer give me all kinds of glitches and going
You
on.
guys, come on in.
All right, what's going on? Hey, you guys. Hey. Let me see if I can get some sharing going on up in here. What's up, Ryan? I hope your move is going good, man. Okay. Dr. Finch is in my building. What's up, you? Man, I haven't seen you in forever and a day. I miss you though. I miss talking to you. What's going on? All right. So yeah, I'm not gonna play any music. I know Jim is hoping for some old school music tonight, but no, I'm not gonna do any old school music. Um, sorry I'm a minute late. My computer camera went out of focus. I don't know what happened, but it just kind of went nuts on me. So uh y'all pray for your boy. I'm getting there. All right, so so anyhow, today we're gonna just have a chat, right? So I want you guys that's in here, please interact in the chat, because hey, Lala, what's going on? That's my moderator. You good? You good, Ryan? Man, it happens, man. Things happen. Things happen. It's cool. You moving? So tonight we're going to talk about the topic tonight is back in the day when I was young. I'm not a kid anymore, right? And so, I was talking to Lala earlier, and hey, Ramona, what's going on? And I was talking to her earlier. I said, Lala, I have no idea of what I'm going to talk about tonight. I have no idea. A lot of times when I come on, you up your game, get a background. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I'm still, Jim. You got me about 6 months. Get out of here with that. Get out of here with that. But so be it Jim that you are older than all of us, then you are going to understand where I'm coming from with this, because one of the things that really bother me with today's generation is the lack of respect. I like is my nickname with my nieces and nephews. Oh, look at that. And she's on Facebook. Thank you for inviting all 2.8 thousand hundred people that you have in your circle. Thank you for that. Um, but the lack of respect with these kids is crazy to me. Like my two. Now, those of you guys know I have three. TJ, who's the baby, he's two. And then I have Zariah and I have Javante. Javante is 10, Zariah is 8. And we can tell them to do something, and they're going to look at me like I'm half crazy, right? Like I haven't said anything to them. They look at me like I took their Wheaties and put water in the bowl. You know what I'm saying? And I'm thinking to myself, going, wait, I remember when I was young like that. Thank you for the hearts, Lala. I appreciate you. Super heart. Pastor Michelle, what's going on? Hey, how are y'all? I love y'all on Facebook and Periscope. Make sure you go ahead and follow on Periscope, Facebook, and Instagram as well. So and I'm thinking to myself, I remember when I was young, and I remember when my mama used to say to me, or say anything to me, or tell me to do something, and if I gave her that corner eye look, you know how we get that corner eye look, right? Like, you know, when when I gave her that corner eye look, that was a right hand off top. It wasn't even no we ain't even talk about it. We're not gonna sit down and have a conversation. It was a right hand out top. And I see now back then it was discipline. Nowadays it's child abuse. What's up, Ramon? So it's like, when did the society change? I just remember so much stuff when I was younger. I remember going outside, coming home from school, doing your homework, and then if you were good that day, you went outside, you got to play until the streetlights came on. After that, you need to be in the house, take a shower, go to bed. Amen. There's that. And that thought of process of wanting to do whatever, however, whenever they like. It's crazy. It's crazy to me, Ryan. My son Javante, and Javante is a great kid. Don't get it twisted. I'm gonna say this: Javante's a great kid, but Javante has that mentality where, like today, It's to this. Me too. Me too. A lot for real. Um, so today we told because they started new school because we moved over the summer, and so we told him you'll start new school, and they told him that his mother told him that she was going to ride the bus, and he says he looks and turns to his mother and says, "I ain't riding no bus, brother. What? I wasn't here. You know what I'm saying? Like how you ain't gonna do what now? You don't have that say, but he has that thing where he feels like he can just say and do whatever he wants to, and it's really annoying sometimes. It's like, let me go ahead and straighten your face real quick. Pastor Michelle said, "Listen, breathing heavy was back talking. Grounds for whooping, man, breathe that. Ooh, let sigh. Don't keep. It's yeah. Make it, excuse me, exactly. I'm telling you, get on that bus or else. And today's society, these kids, and he's still breathing. He's still breathing. And so I told him before I went live, because everything that I do, I have a time frame, I have time block. I think I heard Lala say on her YouTube earlier. Sometimes you got to time block stuff. And so my social media is very important to me. So I time block everything. And so I told him, I said, when I got home from work, I said, listen, I'm going live at 8. I need for you guys to be in the house. Now, they're on a school schedule anyway, right? And so they're supposed to be in the house. Now, be it that we are out here in Idaho, it doesn't get dark until, 9:30, 10 o'clock. So I told them, I said, make sure you guys are in the house, for one, watch the baby while I am doing my live. And two, you on the school schedule, supposed to be in the house anyways. So 10 minutes before I got ready to say hello to you guys, they're not in the house. So I'm looking around. I walk outside. They're down the street in the neighbor's swimming pool. And so when I go down there to go get them, they look at me like I'm crazy. Like, what are you doing here, Dad? What you mean? What I'm doing here? Let me, Lord. So y'all pray for me. I need for everybody in here, Facebook, Periscope. Y'all pray for me because nothing tries your gangster harder than kids who won't listen. Am I right about it? If anybody got that issue, put a 1 in the comments. Let me tell you something. Nothing or no one in this world tries your patience faster, tries that gangster harder than a kid who won't listen. And it drives me nuts. It drives me absolutely, bat crazy. It really does. And so a lot of times, what is you doing? Yes. What am I doing here? Like, are you crazy? You got to dial in a gangster. I'm about to put about enter NWA. Like, what? Boy. And it's amazing. And then I heard a comedian say, I heard Bernie Mac say, now on my Periscope on Facebook, I don't curse. You know what? I'm not cursing this one either. Bernie Mac said a long time ago, say we are some punk parents nowadays. And we back in the day when I was coming up, and Pastor Michelle and Jimmy and all of us who are people of a certain age, we used to get whoopings. Now I'm from the South, so we used to get whoopings. But now they don't whoop kids no more. They don't whoop them no more. They put them in the corner. They put them in timeout, And it's like, nah, like Melissa, because this is why I keep some film. I'm telling you. Because and Melissa, because we have an age difference. And so our child rearing is different. And so which is that's one of the things I love about her. And because she keeps me rooted. And so she's like in out of jail. But nonetheless, she I'm telling you, whoopings are common, they should be common. So she keep with the age gap, it's like, okay, she wants to put don't do this, don't say this, don't, they're put them in timeout, do this and that. I don't want to put them in timeout. I want to whoop their butt. I want to show them who the boss is right here. And I think that the biggest dynamic about it is that the kids know, Zariah and Javante know who their real father is, and they interact with him, they talk to him. And I think that is a dynamic. And so sometimes it gets a little tricky. You know what I'm saying? Because especially after they have talked to him and he's talked to both of them, or send them some money or something, it really gets tricky. And then they want to test me, and then they're like, because Javante's thing is, well, you my daddy, right? These kids real smart. Now these kids, please don't get it twisted. These kids real smart, and they're like, well, you ain't my daddy. Javante has actually said that to me. You ain't my daddy. But that's when he gets upset. Everyone follow me. NBC Channel 8. Hey, NBC Channel 8, what's going on? How are you? I'm with the news. Cool. Hey, follow NBC Channel 8. You with the news. I had a guy from Vegas last week on my scope. Thank you. Y'all follow him, please. Or her. We don't know. We just got a picture. And so he told me this. He said, yeah, you ain't my dad. But the dynamic is this. If they haven't heard from him, in a month or a couple of weeks, or just haven't heard from him, then when they want something from me, it's dad, 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 dad. What's up, Andrew? What's going on? And so these I don't know. I don't, I don't know if you guys noticed it, but when we were younger, those of us who were a certain age, right. And I don't know how, Pastor Michelle, I don't know, because I want them to have interaction, but I want them to also respect the fact that I'm here and I'm the one that's clothing and feeding, and me and their mother, of course. But sometimes it's hard though, because it's like, no, don't watch your mouth, because back in my day, that was a right hand. That was my mother used to wear this princess cut diamond ring, and what she used to do before she passed away. I miss my mom, I tell you. And I remember one time she slapped me with it, and she turned that bad boy around, and she was right hand, so she took it. But she took it and turned the diamond to where it was on the inside of her palm, and she smacked me one time because I cussed at my mama. Baby, I didn't cuss no more. I can tell you that. I did not cuss no more. And it was, these kids are just really, really unruly. They get out of control. But then, and not a fellowship either. No. Yes, Jimmy. It was definitely an ouch. I sported a scar. I sported a scratch for a little while. That's right. Respect is the word. And it's gone. It's gone. These kids these days are gone. It's gone. You tell them to go to bed, they look at you like, crap. Give me 5 more minutes. I ain't ready to go to bed yet. Da, 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 da. What? Man, you didn't have a choice. I think the problem is that we want to be friends. Yeah. Uh, I think we want to be friends with our kids, and then we don't want to set boundaries. I think that's one of the problems with the newer generation. Oh yeah, we have that issue over here. Jim says. I mean, and both of my kids, all 3 of my kids. I mean, with TJ, he's 2. He's but Zariah and Javante both. And what I learned, and this is going, being in the ministry, going to church, and all that. One of the things that I have to learn as a parent is that we have to learn how to speak positively into our children, regardless of how they're acting. We have to sometimes, speak life into them, because Zariah and Javante, they're great kids. They've been through a lot, what I'm saying? And so I have to learn as a parent that I have to speak positively into them. I have to tell them that I love you, even though they don't say it back to me, but I still have to say it to them and let them know, hey, I love you. I'm here for you. I worry about you. I want you to be okay. I don't want you to do anything crazy, get yourself in trouble or anything like that. We still have to show love. Even though they piss me off to high heaven, I still have to show that love. Because I remember my dad had a little blue paddle over an inch thick and a foot long with the handle. Woo! I remember those. I used to get, when I used to go to school, my principal had that same paddle. It hurt. So yeah, I'm learning how to speak positively in them and to speak life into them and to let them know, I know you want to go to heaven. Are you ready today? No, Pastor would say we've had a conversation, and it's been situations like that where I've said, "You ready?" You know what I'm saying? I didn't bring you into this world, but I sure will take you out. But that's, you know, I had to learn and evolve. Now I've heard Melissa say, I brought you into this world. I take you out. I've heard her say that because she did literally bring them into the world. But when I was young, we didn't do that. I mean, we respected mom, we respected big mama, we respected aunties, and anyone that was older than us. We respected them, and I wish we could teach our kids that same respect today. Maybe we would be, the society wouldn't be in so much trouble as it is now if we did that. And so that's what I'm trying to instill into my kids, is that you have to learn, you have to respect your elders. Exactly, you have to respect your elders. Um, they got into trouble recently. Zariah and Javante, they got into trouble recently, and so one of the women at church gave Melissa an idea of a punishment for them. And so what she did, she told Melissa, she said, "Well, what you do is that you make them write a chapter out of the Bible, and as they're writing that, go in, read with, make sure they can read it back to you, and then explain it." That's a twofold consequence, because one, they're learning how to write, you know what I'm saying, and they're learning the word as they're writing it. And then when you go back and when you read it to them, they'll be able to, kind of voice, or be able to give you the verses that you're reading or writing, that they're writing. And so the chapter that I gave them was Exodus chapter 20. So if anybody's in the word, of course, Pastor Michelle knows, anyone else in there, Exodus chapter 20 is where the 10 commandments are. And so I did that. That was kind of on purpose, because I wanted them to get the 10 commandments. I wanted them to say hello to Periscope Widow. Periscope Widow, hello. I'm not sure who that is. Who's that? I'm not sure who that is, Jimmy. I'm sorry. I'm not familiar with Periscope Widow. Okay. But and that was on purpose. I made them write Exodus 20. I'm not sure if they're finished yet. I mean, they're running around outside like they finished. Oh, hey, Miss Scope. Hey, Miss Scope. How are you? I don't know your last name, man. So, hey, Miss Scope, Periscope Widow. How you doing? Nice to finally meet you after 4 years or 3 years. Nice to meet you. I'm gonna shake your hand virtually through the screen here. Oh, and then it was Periscope Widow. Okay, didn't know that. All right. So some days I struggle with parenting these young bucks. But then again, sometimes I revert back to what I grew up with, and how my mother and my grandma raised me, and how it was a tag team. The whole thing of it takes a village to raise your children. That's still, thank you, Jim. That is still a pertinent thing, and we should be doing that as a society, as a community. It should still take a village to raise our children. Now, some of us have grown kids. I'm still one of those guys that have grown kids. My two biological daughters are 25, 26, and 23. So they're grown. They have their own kids. I'm a grandfather 3 times over. I mean, so having two young ones or 3 young ones in the house is a lot different. So what's up, Ernest? E Digger. So it's definitely a little bit, hey Janine, a little bit difficult for me, because I was raised one way. I came from a whole different generation, to where when you talk back to your mama, or you breathe heavy, or you gave it a side eye, or you did something crazy, you felt that. You felt that. And some of us are lucky we still have our teeth, because my mama used to crack right upside the head. My village is packed up and left like the coats at night. And it happens. Hey, it happens, man. But I want to raise my kids. I mean, because they're starting a new school on Monday, which hey, can I get a hallelujah right there? My kids go back to school on Monday. when I tell you, my refrigerator says yes. My refrigerator says yay, because I'm telling you, these youngins will eat me out of house and home. I promise you they will. And it's like, why? Can't you go somewhere else? Go outside and play. Eat up on my food, man. My grocery bill is like crazy. It's like crazy. What? But I love the way I grew up, even though when I was growing up, I hated it because I, we were kind of poor. My brother and I and my family, we didn't have the best. And so I always thought that my childhood was just the roughest. Why can't I be like them? Why can't we have a swimming pool? Why can't I wear Nikes? Why can't I wear this? Why can't I wear that? Why we gotta do this? Why we can't go outside and play for till the sun come back up? Why can't we? And but I'm so thankful now that um, I had that childhood, because my childhood made me who I am today. And so I'm hoping that my children will understand. They might not understand it now. They might, because they think I'm mean. They think I don't want them to have no fun, all that. But they're gonna thank me. Hoping that they will thank me later and be like, they'll call me up and be like, "Yo, Dad, I remember when I was 10, and you told me not to do this, and I did it anyway. I'm so glad that you straightened me on that." I mean, I kind of want that for my children. You know what I'm saying? But I got a few minutes here, so this is what I want to do real quick. What is one thing? Hey, let's talk money. What's one thing? I want you guys to put this in the comments, Facebook and Periscope alike. What's the one thing that you miss about your specific childhood? Because everybody's childhood is different, right? So, what's the one thing that you miss out of your childhood? And while you guys are typing those, I'm going to um, give a couple of announcements. I want to first of all thank you guys for coming in and supporting Thunder Crew. This is Jimmy J.S. Scope. If you don't follow him, you're under a rock. Follow this guy. He is the big daddy, the big papa of the group. And I'm filling in for Ryan, who is moving, I think. And what's up? Let's talk money one on one. And so, what's the one thing that you guys miss? My neighborhood full of family. Man, I remember that. I remember that. My family was tight. Um, and we seen a lot of losses in my family, as far as family members. And we were tight for a minute. Oh, no problem, Jimmy. And we were tight. As long my mother, even though my grandmother was still around, my mother was kind of the matriarch of the family. And so anytime we would get together on the weekends, they would come over, all my cousins and aunties and uncles and everybody, they'll come over to the house, and we have a fish fry or a barbecue or whatever. And it was just a good time. But then once my mother passed in 2007, the family dynamic went away. We're not as tight as we used to be. Family come together when we have back to school parties and summer parties. Man, that was the bomb. I miss that, because we used to get it crunk. Now, I would say this: my grandmother's house was the hot spot, right? But let me give you a little bit of background about my grandmother's house that I remember when I was a kid. Was that my grandmother lived in a two-bedroom house, did not have any indoor plumbing, so you had to go outside to the outhouse and use the bathroom. And and she had this great big boulder in front of her house, and we used to climb on this boulder, and we used to climb on it and climb trees, and that's when stuff was fun. We didn't have PlayStation. We didn't have you know cable TV. We didn't have all that. We had each other. And some of my cousins that were still tight today, um, we sit back and reminisce. My grandmother is still with us. My mother's, no longer with us. And, you know, we sit and we reminisce. Thank you, Jim. We reminisce about what she used to. My mother she had lung issues. So anytime that she would laugh or get tickled, when I say when I guys when I tell you that about being tickled, when you have a hearty excuse me, laugh about something, and she would go into coughing fits, just kind of like I just did just now. But I mean, those were fun times. I remember her laugh. I remember her smile still to this day, and I miss her tremendously every day. But family though was important. Let's Talk Money said bikes. Oh man, the worst wreck that I ever got into was on a bike, trying to jump ramps. We used to jump. We lived in a trailer park with a gravel road, right? And we used to take these bikes and we used to jump these ramps. And one particular time, I jumped a ramp, and I think I did a bunny hop in the middle of the ramp, and it bounced me about 10 feet outside of where I wanted to go. I hit the ground. The tire slid up from under me, and I cracked my forehead and all that good stuff. And it was just crazy. It was crazy. I knew where you were going with this. You did you? And it was crazy, but that was the best time. That was the best time ever. Like, man, I miss my mom because I remember when I fell on that bike, my mother came running out the back of the trailer, and I remember her running across, and I remember her. We had a little ditch. I'm telling you, and we had a little ditch right there. And my mother was about 4'7". She was short, right? And she'd come running out of the trailer, and I remember her running and jumping over the ditch to get to me. I never forget that. So these young kids, man, they won't know the struggle, man. They will not know the struggle. They won't know the struggle of burning CDs and 8-track tapes and CD Walkmans. They'll never understand the struggle. They never understand it. Remember when internet came about, and you got connected when you heard you got mail. You kids never know the struggle, but I wish that they would learn the respect aspect. 2 minutes. I got you. 2 minutes. All right. So that is my time. Again, thank you guys for joining me tonight. I really appreciate y'all. Don't forget to follow me on Facebook Live, Terry_Bullfingham on Periscope and on Instagram. And I am dubbed the Common Sense Guru. Somebody actually inboxed that to me. And iPods. What's an iPod? We didn't have iPods back then. But we are, I'm thankful for my childhood. I'm thankful for my upbringing. So you guys follow me. You guys have a great rest of your night. I'm waiting for Janine to go live. And then I'm going to get out of here. You know what? Yeah, come on. Hurry up for Janine to go live. All right. So I've been talking about Javante the whole live. Here's Javante. There's Javante. That's one of them right here. There's Javante. I don't know what the right is, but there's Javante. You guys have seen TJ. That's Javante. Because he wanted to get on live. He been ill hustling the whole time. So on the other side. All right, so you guys go ahead and follow JMTSQ, Miss Janine. I'm gonna jump in her live real quick so I can see how she's on. Follow Janine. Continue to support the Thunder Crew. They are doing big things. Follow me on Ordinary People Media on Facebook. We're ready to blow up, do some things over there. If you need a realtor, if you are in California, you got to buy a house, Lala Key is her person. Go ahead and follow her. If you are in the Midwest, you want to get a law passed, you call that Jim. All right, so that's all my folks. I give everybody a shout out. All right, so wait for Janine to go live, and then I'm going to get out of here because I hear some chicken nuggets calling my name. So I'm going to go get those.
So weird, I promise.
Oh, I'm going to get those. I'm telling you. All right, JS Code, like they put their emojis up. Y'all follow them for real. They're great people. Let's Talk Money's in Georgia. All right, DJ. I never could DJ. Never. I tried once, but I couldn't. Janine has gone live. You guys go ahead and get out of here. Oh, nice. Have our own car wash. You guys get out of here. Have a great rest of your night, and I will see you on Sunday on the Sunday Night Thunder Crew. All right? Peace.